With the commercial success of DNA kits, genealogy is more popular than ever. But for African Americans, tracing their family history can be nearly impossible. And joining me to talk about the unique challenges in black genealogy is Thomas Jordan from the Harriet Beecher Stowe House. And thanks so much for joining us to talk about this this morning. Now, it's my understanding that, especially during the pandemic, that more African Americans, more black people are really trying to dig into their ancestry. Is that the same experience that you're having?
Yes, it is. Everybody's confined to the house now, and I'm looking for things to do, and you know, Zoom time with family members. And so, like my nephew's here in town right now. He's sharing with his son ancestry and genealogy. So this is a prime time for doing ancestral research. I
tell you what, doing genealogy is not an easy thing. I've tried. I'm the oldest of 7 kids. My sister is more into it than I am because she has more time to devote to it. But it is not easy at all. Talk about some of the unique challenges that black folks have in trying to check their ancestry.
Well, the primary unique challenge is that prior to 1870, when the first census in which African Americans were emancipated appeared on a census record, prior to that we were enslaved. Most African Americans were enslaved, and we were property. And so that presents a unique challenge, like many contemporaries, in finding records. So you have to find the slave owner. And you not only have to research the slave owner, but the slave owner's children, grandchildren, because a lot of times we will appear in property records, deeds, wills, and estate records. And so that makes it a unique challenge.
And even since then, I know when I was looking and when my sister was looking, that we ran into problems of surname changes.
Yes.
We ran into problems of an unreliable census. You know, I know where my people were, but they only appeared in one census that I was able to find. And then there's paywalls for some state records and that sort of thing, right?
Yes. Contrary to popular thought, many African Americans did go through a name change, and they did not necessarily take the name of the slave owner that owned them an emancipation. So you got to do some sleuthing. You got to compare census records, 1870 to 1880. And I ran into that with one of my relatives on my mother's side. And actually the census enumerator switched the name, and only because I was comparing people on the same page could I locate my ancestors. So that is a unique challenge. We were smarter than people think. We changed the name, our surname, or we may have used the surname of a previous slave owner. So that, again, presents unique challenges.
Now, you're going to have an event this coming Sunday. You're going to give people strategies for
yes.
trying to tackle this. Tell us about some of the first things that people should do.
Well, the first thing, and this Sunday, friends of the Harriet Beecher Stowe House promoting the event, African American Genealogy 101 at 4 o'clock this coming Sunday. The primary thing I can try to get across to people is to do oral history. And while your ancestors are living, sit down, everybody, your aunts, your uncles, your grandmother, their second and third cousin, and interview them and get all the facts, oral history you can. My book, though, which I wrote approximately 5 years ago, Double Jordan, is not a perfect book, but it is a miracle book because many of the people that I interviewed in that book are now deceased. I was only able to compile my family history by reaching out to those people when I found out about them and located them. And so that's what I would stress more than anything. And with this pandemic, many people are dying, we're losing relatives, and it's prime time to sit down with your relatives and get oral history information, and that can lead you to the records that you're looking for.
All right, I can attest that oral history is critically important. We only have a few seconds left. Tell people about the event that will happen on Sunday.
Sunday, again, sponsored by the friends there here at Beecher Stowe House in connection with the Ohio History Connection, 4 o'clock, African American Genealogy 101. I'm going to take you along on my journey, personal journey over the last 12 plus years, give you some genealogy principles, but also some unique strategies to research your ancestors, especially if you're African American descent.
Oh, that sounds great. Thomas, thanks so much for joining us and talking more about black genealogy.
Thank you, John, for having us.